come in and take a full look at what is going on right here with Mackenzie-Childs Home TV. I am here with Rebecca Proctor. She is the creative director for Mackenzie-Childs. And we have got quite the studio, quite the assortment, and quite the season ahead of you.
We do.
For giving the best gifts to your friends and family. And are they ever going to be excited if they could get even a little piece of Mackenzie-Childs?
Well, come on into this is my dining room. Welcome to my dining room.
It looks
And we're
smashing.
happy you could join us for this brief time together. We've got so much to talk about.
We've got so many different items. But tell you what, we're going to go over to the kitchen area and we're going to bring in the iPad with us. If you have any questions or you are picking something up, by all means, sound off, say hello.
Call us.
This is your chance to say hello to Rebecca Proctor directly, which so many people over the years have probably said, who is the creative genius behind all of these great looking items? No, not at all. Don't be silly.
We just have so much fun at Mackenzie-Childs. We really do.
And any questions, great questions. So by all means, just go to Facebook or YouTube, and we will get your questions here. What we're going to talk about first is truly, I would say, the iconic, most hero piece.
This is the ta-da moment for Mackenzie-Childs. This is our ta-da. Yes.
Two different sizes for everybody. We've got value pay on everything. And before we go any further, I just want you to know that same offer of any purchases that add up to $4.99 or more, if you use that no annual fee eVine card, you can get 12-month financing. Ooh. So it even works on these social media shows too.
That's nice.
So the tea kettle.
Yeah.
Where would you like to start? When was the first Mackenzie-Childs tea kettle created?
Well, that's a good question. It was created in, I'm going to say, about 2004.
Wow.
And this was actually the very first item that we created for the kitchen specifically. And we did the 3-quart. I'm going to hold this up. Look at that.
Gorgeous.
Don't you love it?
Timeless.
Don't you love that?
I know.
I love that.
It just adds
It's such a happy
spark.
little silhouette. This was the very first. And so from there, this is courtly check. For those of you that don't know, this is kind of our signature pattern that Mackenzie-Childs is, I think, pretty much known for.
Yeah, around the world.
And then we did Flower Market. So this is Flower Market.
Fun.
Black, green, and white. And then we introduced a 2-quart because the 3-quart is pretty big. So depending on your lifestyle, you choose the size and then the pattern that you love the most.
Well, we have some people that are jumping on board. We have
good.
Rosie said hello. Nikki says hello.
Hello.
Rosie says, Brian, I haven't seen you in a while on here. Well, I've been here somewhere around the building. So.
And don't you love his jacket? Look at this. Look at this jacket. I'm mad about it. Purple.
Don't anybody yell Wonka
colored
at me.
jacket. I love that jacket.
It's not a really Wonka original. It's my own. So we started off with courtly check. This is what everybody seems to have noticed Mackenzie-Childs, the entire collection over. Then we get into Flower Market. We have 3 different Flower Market.
This is an eVine favorite, the black one. But this is an enamelware product. What that means is it's heavy gauge steel. It goes through many, many processes to make it. And then we actually paint something called glass frit. Frit is ground glass. We paint that on each and every one to make each one unique. So it's glass on steel, but it's meant to be used and loved. It's highly functional. Function's important to Mackenzie-Childs. So yeah, and it should really be on every stove in the world. How do you feel about that?
I think the courtly check is a great start, and then you can branch off with your other accessories. We also have not only the 3-quart, but we also have the 2-quart available in many of these. It's a little bit less, a little bit more affordable, and your value payments are only $18.33 for the 2-quart. So $110 for the 2-quart, $140 for the 3-quart. We shared with you the black flower garden. Yeah. Then we have the white, also the green,
and then the other, that's parchment check.
Parchment check.
But here's a funny little story. So I've had this courtly check tea kettle on my stove at home for years and years and years. I actually have one of the original prototypes.
Neat.
And so my husband and I, our son went to college last year. So we went to the 2-quart because this was awfully big for, for 2 people. So we went down to the 2-quart. So again, choose your size depending on what kind of lifestyle you have or what pattern you love the most. And
really
don't you love the red cinnabar bead on top and that brass bobèche?
Well, what you've done to make them all different from each other, I think is extraordinary. Cinnabar bead on the black and white courtly check, on the parchment check, you've got a nice
Isn't
amber
that
knob.
pretty? Isn't that beautiful? I love that.
But just a statement, and all you have to do is take it out of the box. Even if you don't use it to boil water, it's just a gorgeous accessory that makes everything else around it look
It's
better.
true. Or you could
Everything else
even,
around it.
you could create a centerpiece by filling it with flowers for a tea party. Wouldn't that be beautiful?
Yeah, very nice.
But just remember it's functional. We really want people to use and enjoy it. And so much design went into this. We had so much fun. It has a safety catch here so that this beautiful wooden handle can't go down any farther than that. So
like
that
that.
Right? And you can use it on gas or electric, not on induction.
Okay.
So just remember that. But I love this piece.
And not only for tea, but also think about hot cereals in the morning, hot cocos. So if you're thinking about this for somebody who doesn't enjoy tea, maybe they have French press coffee. They're going to need a tea kettle every morning. Same with hot cereals. Now down below, we have got the mugs, and we have a special on the mugs. If you buy 3 mugs, you get bonused the 4th.
Ooh.
And you're not going to get that at retail.
That's
so we have that for both the mugs and the saucers.
And they're
many of
stackable. Look at that. Look how beautiful.
Sweet?
Yes. And I have little cup hooks in my kitchen. And so they're quite beautiful if they're all hanging on a little angle in your kitchen because they're decorative. I think Mackenzie-Childs, we work really hard to make your kitchen a beautiful place. Yeah. Think how much time you spend in the kitchen these days. It's kind of like the heartbeat of the house.
Exactly.
And you do
More
everything
time
in the kitchen.
than probably any other room of the home, including your bedroom.
Right.
You sleep in there, but you're in and out of the kitchen.
Do you sleep in the kitchen? I don't sleep in the kitchen.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
But I do everything else in the kitchen.
Bed,
yeah, the bed was a good invention. But making grocery lists or, preparing meals with friends, arranging flowers,
It makes it an event.
homework with the kids. The kitchen's where it all happens.
Come take a look at your computer screen or however your phone, however you're watching us right now. You cannot make a mistake picking up any one of these. And I would say go for the one that your eye has gone back to 3 or 4 times already. That is the one you want to pick up. The other ones are beautiful as well, but if your eye went to one of them 3 or 4 times, whether it's the green flower, the white flower market, the black flower market, the courtly check, which is the black and white.
That's right.
And then, of course, the parchment check. And then we still have 2 other ones in the
Don't
2
forget
quarts.
this one.
Yes, we have an exclusive I wanted to get to. We have, of course,
this is the Aurora pattern, and we did this just for Evine. And if you look closely, the depictions on it, I'll spin it around so you can see, those are places on our beautiful farm. That's our estate barn, and that's our beautiful garden gate, which is a product in our line. That's our little duck pond, and no, it's really fun. It's to make you feel like you're at home in Aurora. And don't forget Evergreen. So Christmas is coming, Brian.
Believe it or not.
Pretty darn soon.
Yeah.
And we
Thanksgiving is this week.
Thanksgiving's this week, and then Christmas is right after that.
Right after that.
But we have this beautiful pattern called Evergreen, which is so quintessentially holiday with tartan ribbon and red and green and a hand-painted tartan bead on the top.
It's got a lot of decorating already done for you on that beautiful evergreen pattern. Now, in the evergreen, we have the creamer and the sugar, just like we do in the parchment check, as we do in the courtly check as well. So 3 different ways for you to go ahead and decorate your table. And this is where I think the mix comes in.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So pick a tea kettle and then show how we can mix in some of these other items. So
sure.
That it looks like a perfect tea date if you want to set that up.
Well, that's true. And I'll tell you a secret.
Decorate the kitchen counter with it.
It's true. When we designed Flower Market and Courtly Check, we very deliberately designed them so that they would all go together. And the thing about Courtly Check is look how beautiful it is partnered with something like Flower Market. And there's sort of a yin-yang thing. They're meant to go together. Courtly Check for us, do you see that? Can you guys get a little angle on that?
And the mugs and the saucers will be coming up next. But keep in mind, she's building the tablescape or the counterscape for you.
That's right. So for us, Courtly Check is, well, we refer to it as something called underpinnings, meaning that it's just a neutral, right? And everything looks great on top of it. The green flower market, do you want to show them that one? Look at that mixed with Courtly Check. And you get that on there. That's just so happy. What a great combination.
This is all about the mix.
It's all about the mix.
We're going to jump in really quick. A little bit more emphasis at the moment right now on the creamer and the sugar. So let's talk about these. Don't you love that she's even included the cinnabar top?
Aren't those fun?
On your creamer. So how are these made?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's a heavy gauge steel. Each one is made by pressing the steel into a hydraulic machine. But then it's all finished by hand. It's washed. It's glazed, it's fired, it's painted again, it's fired again, it's cover coated and fired again. Wow. There's so much handwork that goes into each one of these. Courtly Check, of course, is all painted by hand. But what's more fun than a creamer and sugar? You know, the creamer is just this beautiful little pitcher. So you could put an arrangement of flowers in it, or hot fudge or gravy for Thanksgiving would be perfect.
A little small handful
of flowers. A little salad dressing or a pitcher of milk, whatever you like.
And I think you're going to get so much more value if you get creative on how you use these items.
Absolutely. And that's the thing about Mackenzie-Childs. Just use your imagination and use them for whatever you like. But they add a little spunk to every table setting, that's for sure.
Now, here is on this other side, we have got the parchment check.
Isn't that pretty?
Describe the colors in parchment check, because I don't think we probably focus on parchment check enough. It's so beautiful.
Well, what I love about it, some people find our black and white really strong. Well, it is. It's super strong. And parchment check, though, is a little bit softer and lovely and would look great in a more neutral space. And so I love the colors in them, though. They're sort of ambers and shades of green and an aqua blue. And, of course, you've got the amber knob and this little sort of beautiful turquoisey disc that separates the lid from the knob. And they're beautiful. Each of the little vessels here is banded in stainless steel and fired to give it that bronzy, gorgeous finish. But
Nicely
how about a
finished,
little pot de creme or an individual soup, serving that to someone? Wouldn't that be beautiful?
If you are going to collect a couple of these sets, again, that's where the creativity comes in. And then we also have the Evergreen pattern. That is our third choice for you. Now, we have doorbuster pricing that you're not going to find elsewhere. If you were to go to retail, you'd be spending $118. Here at Evine, we got a doorbuster opportunity for $100. So that's under $50 each. You could easily give the creamer to somebody and say, some other great surprises on its way, and then give them the sugar bowl for Mother's Day coming up, or another occasion if you didn't want to give all $100 in both those items at the same time.
So the art on Evergreen is first painted, of course, in our design studios in Aurora, New York. And in this case, this amazing designer on my team, her name is Kathy Connell. She painted it all by hand with bows of holly and the beautiful.
She's very talented.
Oh, she's amazing. And the gorgeous tartan ribbon. Tartan is important to Mackenzie-Childs because we are of Scottish descent, the name Mackenzie. And so we just thought it was a beautiful complement to any Christmas table or any holiday table.
Bows and bunting with the Mackenzie-Childs, again, portly check and the stripes. We do have some people tuning in. Jaquan says hello.
Hello.
And Rosie says it's also nice.
Rosie.
Linda says hello, and Angie says hello too.
Hi,
we're really glad you're able to join us. And another great reason why you're going to want to shop early is because we have free shipping and handling, and oftentimes some of the selections will sell out like before the full broadcast on our regular channel happens. So here are your choices when it comes to the mugs. They're all hand decorated. These are enamel mugs, 16 ounces each, and you're going to get a set of 4 of a kind. So when you buy that set of 4 here, you're getting that free shipping. You have until January 31st with your return privileges, and that's, should you give this to somebody and it wasn't exactly what they were hoping for, you've got extra time to return it. And then, of course, you're getting 6 value pays. You're not going to get anywhere else. So free shipping, extended returns, 6 value pays on any major credit card.
But be bold and mix the patterns together, because that's when you'll start to have a lot of fun.
It is all in the mix.
It's all in the mix.
So here's your Flower Market white. Isn't that pretty?
I love that.
The colors are breathtaking. And it's so nice to have something colorful and with floral in the middle of winter.
I think so too. It's like having fresh flowers blooming all the time.
Yeah.
But they're inspired by the flowers that we grow on our farm. So we're on a once upon a time dairy farm in Aurora, New York. It's a beautiful 65-acre beautiful
beyond
bit of land,
idyllic.
right on, it's so gorgeous. They're right on Cayuga Lake, and in the spring months, which for us are about May through, well, in the nice months, May through October, because we have weather like you guys here, but our gardens are absolutely outstanding, and so a lot of our inspiration is taken from literally what we see just right outside our design studio window, and I just love it with Portly Check.
The perfect pour.
Yeah.
Now, how do we care for these pieces with the enamels?
Well, because it's glass on steel, they're incredibly easy to clean. You can put them in the dishwasher, although I don't recommend it, because over time, the heat in a dishwasher will break down the material, and that will happen on anything you put in the dishwasher. But I wash them by hand because they're so easy, a little scrubby, and that's it.
And if somebody was to get 4 of a kind, again, your 4th one, we're giving you as a bonus on top of your shipping and handling. So it's a great way for you to save. Otherwise, it would be $168 at retail. We have a doorbuster price here as well for $126. And that, again, would be 4 of a kind. But here, if you have a couple different purchases, or maybe you have the mugs from an earlier presentation, Give us some ideas on how we could stack them and use them for storing.
Oh, that's such a fun idea.
Because it'd be right out there. I mean, it'd be the most interesting little storage.
Wouldn't that be fun? It would be a riot. Well, then in that case, you could put them anywhere. You could put them on your, oh, look at that.
Is that supposed to be?
Yes, it is, because that body is basically the same as that.
Oh my
That's
God,
so fun.
it's like a Mad Hatter tea party.
But you could use it to stack things on your desk, for example, your paper clips and things that you don't want to have throwing all over your desk. I'd love it for tea bags, stacking tea bags and sugar.
Idea.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
That is really clever,
you want to have
Brian.
you want to have these out.
Of course.
I mean, take the doors off of your cupboards. Have open shelving, truly, or get some glass doors. You do not want to have these hiding out behind.
The patterns are so pretty.
They are.
They're so pretty.
This is truly decor for your home.
Yes.
It's jewelry for your table, but it's also made really well.
It is.
You take care of these pieces, these enamel pieces, and you could have them for your lifetime and pass them on to your daughters and granddaughters or stylish gentlemen in your life.
Aren't they beautiful?
They are.
And then our little logo, Mackenzie-Childs, is on the bottom of each one.
I love that you did the black as a background.
The black
because
is,
that's
this
just
is an Evine favorite.
Because that's just a bit daring.
Very you want me to show you again? Here we go.
Please.
I'll show you. Can you see that? There it is. Oh, here. There, Mackenzie-Childs. And that little emblem underneath our name is a thistle, because the thistle is the Scottish symbol of fortitude, which I love. But
Can't get enough of that.
I'm nuts about these. I think they're so beautiful. They're
And the
made
enamels,
with real integrity.
One thing I want you to know too,
They're heavy.
this enamel, yes, this is a heavy mug, because there is a heavy enamel coating on here, which is very important. These are not the type that, are going to be all chipped up the minute your son sits down at the table. I mean, these are very durable
they are made
pieces.
with integrity.
But just keep in mind, you want to take care of them when you clean them, and not a difficult thing to do. But
well, we started making enamelware in 1995, and it's become our customers' absolute favorite thing in our whole line. And because I think it's functional, it's casual, and it's colorful and fun. Mm-hmm. So it's meant to be used and loved, that's for sure.
And your kitchen looks like you had a very accomplished designer come in and help you out.
It's true. It makes the kitchen space quite fun.
Rebecca and her team have designed all of these beautiful pieces.
Hi, Angie and Anita and Vicky and Lori. Hi.
Yeah, hello, Lori. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, here's a chance for Rebecca to answer them live on air. If you want to wish her a happy Thanksgiving for her husband and her son, do you have a big to-do happening?
We have a to-do.
Okay.
If I make it home from Minneapolis, we're having a to-do. I'm cooking like a crazy person. We've got a lot
Traditional?
planned. Sort of traditional.
Okay, I want to know. We all want to know.
Do you want to know?
Yes, please.
Well, no, I can't say it on TV because you'd be shocked. We're not having a turkey this year.
What are you having? We want to know.
Can you believe
Give
it?
us an idea.
Isn't that crazy?
What else could we have?
We're having all kinds of wonderful things, but we have quite a cultural mix coming to my house this particular Thanksgiving. So we're having a little taste of lots of different nations. It'll be very fun.
I just hope there's Popeye's fried chicken there for me. If you're really going to go that off-road.
Good.
Oh, doesn't it? Super spicy. Okay, our next item we're going to share with you is the set of 4 saucers.
Oh, they're so much fun.
These
you know why?
are equally beautiful in the way these are made and very durable, and give us a go.
But they're beautiful saucers, but actually they're just beautiful small plates.
Great appetizer plates.
Perfect for appetizers, perfect for a little dessert, perfect for canapes. They're great. And so it's nice to have a stack of these handy. They're just beautiful little plates that happen to accommodate our mugs ever so perfectly. But no two are alike because the courtly check are all painted by hand. Flower Market, the decals are all hand applied. So they're very special, but they're a great size. They're just about 7 inches in diameter.
And the bonus of getting that 4th one included for the price of 3 is a really big deal. Now, if you were going to get 2 of these sets, I would say that's a smart move, because little plates like that, you're going to be using them all the time with your mugs, and then also just for appetizers.
Fun for tea with a little biscuit on the side of your tea mug. That's always fun.
And it's good to have them over time, because you love the pattern. So why would you want to be buying plastic and other things to throw away over and over and over, when truly in 2018, you could set up your kitchen and your entertaining needs maybe for the rest of your life with something that is durable and lasting. And again, it's got that style that you're looking for.
We've got a hello from Robin and a hello from Michelle Mickey Berger. Thompson, hello.
Hi.
And thank you for writing us. Let us know if you guys have questions, because we're here for another bit, and we'd love to talk to you about Mackenzie-Childs.
Maybe they want to know more about the moose.
Oh, can we talk about him?
There is a big moose coming, or should we wait till the very end? Wait, I think we need to wait till the very end.
It's really amazing. Please stay.
Is it this big?
No,
Is that big?
How big is a real moose, Brian? Big, it's life size.
It might be this big,
If
and
you
I
stay,
don't
we'll
mean
show you.
from nose to tail.
Moose.
I mean from just what we have in the studio.
It's a life-size
that
moose.
Poked its head through
Has
the wall.
a good story.
The rest of it's in back. But wait till you see this moose. It is beyond delightful and exciting. Great. So, Joe, thank you for joining us.
Hi,
and,
Joe.
Yeah. How will you be decorating? Let us know. What are you going to have for Thanksgiving? Give us a go here. We would love to know.
Let us know what you're having for Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
That's right.
if it's not going to be turkey, what is it going to be? I think I love creative ideas like that.
I do love a turkey.
Yeah, I do too, but I'm not a purist in the sense.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody, now I'm not going to go boil or fry a turkey on my driveway.
I've seen that.
It's a little dangerous.
It's
for
pretty
my
wild.
liking.
Those people are crazy.
Yeah, my brother's done that with success, but
delicious, I hear.
I don't know. So we've also got the beautiful aprons that are available.
There's so many fun things too online. If you go to evine.com, I can't even believe how much Mackenzie-Childs you have in our boutique.
Yeah,
it's
hundreds
really
and hundreds of items. So for $12.67, and again, free shipping and handling, the squash pots are back.
Isn't this a deer?
The sweetest little silhouette.
So watch this. You were stacking the mugs. Look at this. This is also what I love to do. There's something called a tiffin. I travel to India a lot, and people eat out of tiffins. And a tiffin is basically just a stacked enamel set of dishes that you take your lunch to work in. Isn't that fun? But ours are quite lovely. These are just the most practical little shape. They're very generously proportioned. So for a little side of cranberry chutney for Thanksgiving, or even, you know, you
that's
could do
plenty
gravy.
Size for that.
Or whipped cream for whatever delicious pumpkin pie you're having. But these are quite fun. And each one has this little bit of jewelry on the top, a bobesh and a bead, so that they're embellished. And they'd also be fabulous for cotton balls in the powder room.
You bet.
They're just really practical. And
a great gift for somebody who is wanting and just dreaming of having something Mackenzie-Childs. Under $76. It's right at that $75 price point, give or take a buck. And you're able to buy one of these and have it delivered with free shipping and handling. And for any of these items you want to have arrived at their final destination, just use the bill to ship to option, meaning we'll bill you where you receive your invoice, but you can give us any address in the continental United States and we can ship it there.
Very nice.
We can even put a sentiment if you want to tell that to our customer service rep or type it in the message area.
I didn't realize
and they won't get a receipt, they'll just get the sentiment. And what's great about sending gifts too is people don't expect them to be wrapped.
Oh.
So that'll save you some time in addition to saving you some money. But what a cute little silhouette. And so you were talking about is cotton balls and things like that at a makeup table?
There's a million uses for a squash pot. And
candy
the reason
dishes would be kind of fun too.
Squash pot is because it's squashed. No kidding. That's how we came up with the name. We name everything in lots of fun. It's sort of a tradition at Mackenzie-Childs to give things a goofy name. But the squash pot seemed appropriate for this one.
In Tiffany style lighting, we have a lamp base that arrives every so often, and we call it the squadgy.
Perfect, I'm sure.
I mean,
I'm sure it suits it perfectly.
I don't think I covered that in Latin in any of my years of Latin, but we call it the squadgy, and here we have the squash pot. Aaron, thank you for watching. Anne, great that you're watching. And Diane wants to know, when are you bringing Donny Osmond back?
Well, I've never met Donny Osmond, and I'm dying. You know what? Where is he? Is he here now?
I don't think he's in the studio.
I'm dying to meet. Where's Donny Osmond?
Oh God,
I love him. I love him so much. You know, I grew up watching him on the Ed Sullivan Show.
We're never going to get her back.
Sorry, he's lovely. You know, everyone says he's the loveliest guy in the world.
He's the nicest guy in the world.
Everybody says that.
I have never met his sister, but Donny is just super nice.
Everybody says it.
So anyway, look for Donny Osmond on another future, I don't know, Mackenzie-Childs TV show, or just in general. But the squash pot, or the squash pots.
Look how beautiful this is. This is
and you could give this as a single item.
Oh my goodness,
of
course.
Sometimes if you give the mugs, you might need to give the saucers, but this would be that perfect single item. And why not at work?
These flowers are so
Keep it on your
pretty.
desk.
I mean, they're just beautiful. So these are, as I said, inspired by the flowers that grow on our beautiful farm. We have extraordinary gardens. And so I just think they're very decorative, but they're very practical. We played a little game once, how many uses for the squash pot.
The little toppers, the knobs on top, they look like they're just antique pulls.
Am I following you?
Yes, you're following me.
Okay. So where are we going now? Oh, there's so much. We're in Christmas now.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. And then we're going to talk about the moose.
Okay, I'd love to. I'm going to hold this Merry Christmas pillow on my lap. We need to allow a couple of moments because there's a lot in how that moose was raised Yes, I'll tell you all about that
how
moose.
that moose was brought up.
Those ornaments are awfully beautiful, though.
Aren't these amazing?
Do you want me to tell you about them?
For $22 and change,
Aren't they
each one of
lovely?
these ornaments is all decorated up for you already.
They're so pretty, and these are made by very dear friends of ours in the Philippines. Capiz, which is what is pressed onto each and every one of these.
Capiz shell?
Capiz shell. So you take a beautiful form, and we've done these in many, many shapes. You take a form, and then we grind up the Capiz shell, and the Capiz is pressed by hand on top of each and every ornament form, and then we paint them, and then we embellish them with ribbon, and then we add this lovely little charm. That's a thistle. It's a little brass charm, and that means that's real Mackenzie-Childs. But they are lovely, and they make such beautiful ornaments as fill for the tree. I'm nuts about them, and we have them in many shapes and sizes, but these are particularly pretty.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm just so so people can see the silhouette in their entirety. That's a little bit easier than looking at it up against the tree. So you're going to get one of each, and your value pays are $11.33. Now, when you give anything Mackenzie-Childs to somebody, that's a really big deal, even when it's just an ornament. But they know the time and the patience that went into the making of these. Now you can explain to the person.
So this is one set of three?
One set of three for $68.
I love the variety, and I think they'd make an incredible gift.
And the silhouettes are all different too. You've got that instant variety already built into the set.
Look at this ribbon. This ribbon is silver and gold. And they're, it's just, I love these.
So tasteful.
Look at that little charm. I want you to see that little charm there. That's very special. But they look stunning on a tree or even on a mantle. If you have an ornament stand, I love hanging ornaments on a mantle, picking out your favorite one each year and hanging it on the mantle.
And you know what else I'm noticing that is just so Rebecca Proctor?
Because it's black and white.
There's a bow on the front and on the reverse at the top.
Of course there is.
It's not like, oh, please spin around, because there's always something. It's like, turn around, the pretty side is facing the branches.
The back are pretty.
No, there's a bow on the front and the back. It's just the one side you have that Mackenzie-Childs authenticity tag on there. But whether you're going for the zigzag a la Missoni, you're going for the color blocking that is so Mackenzie-Childs, or you're going to keep all three of them, they are wow.
And black and white looks fantastic with any color palette. Look at it on the tree.
I think
look
so
how
too.
Pretty. We have so many customers that some of my friends have as many as, can you believe this, 6 trees in their house.
Yeah.
And so one might be pink and one might be traditional red and green.
Take a look at the tree.
But black and white looks great and everything.
Are you picking up a teapot this year?
Did you see?
Do you already have a teapot?
Don't you love enamelware in the tree?
Holy smokes.
That's just our regular, real enamelware.
You have 2-tiered servers.
Toby, our dearest friend Toby here on Evine, wired that into the tree, and they look so beautiful. And all of the ornaments, but that's quite a tree.
Just breathtaking.
I'm glad you like it.
Well, we're going to go back to the back of the studio, and
are you going to reveal?
We're going to walk on the wild side and take a look at a little bit of the
wildlife
that is roaming the Mackenzie-Childs farm.
Well, we have a lot of wildlife here. We have this penguin. We have the moose.
Am I going behind, or are we live in front of the camera? I know we're just, you know how it is, Christmas trees and wires and sockets and bulbs. I just get a little nervous climbing around.
Don't be nervous. Come on around so we can talk about this guy.
I will let you get closest.
Okay, we should talk about that guy
to the sweetest.
Here he is.
Look at this moose.
It's our moose.
He was found wandering on the Mackenzie-Childs farm. How long has he been out there?
He's been out there for a few years.
For a few years.
Yeah, but we did bring him to you, especially. You see, the other side of his body is on the other side of this wall.
Oh, and he is so kind.
We did something special for you on Evine.
Tell us.
And we provided this amazing, amazing wreath made by my friend Andrea, which is absolutely stunning.
Just to finish
But he's life-size.
No kidding.
And he's completely painted by hand. And there's so much detail to this guy. He's done in Aurora, New York, painted in our furniture painting studio.
Amazing.
And there's some secrets about how we get him to be so
Can we come in close on the eyes? Because this is...
But no two are ever alike. He has gold leaf painted on his magnificent set of antlers. He's got marbling inside his ears that are painted with feathers. Our furniture department does the most beautiful job in painting this guy.
Look at his ears. I don't know if you can see them, or his eyes.
His eyelashes are made of feathers. And there's a good story. Can I tell you that story?
Tell us the whole story.
I work with this lovely woman from Finland. Her name is Sanna Russo. She's one of our furniture painters. And Sana, we completed this design. We did this design a few years ago, and we took him over to Sana, and she's going to hand paint the entire thing, which is no small feat, let me tell you. And she said, you know, there's something missing from your moose. And she said, when I was growing up in Finland, they roamed all over her yard. We need the eyelashes. And yes, it does come with the wreath.
The wreath is included as a beautiful, big bonus. Amazing.
So she took feathers, bent the feathers around the eyelashes, and there you are.
Oh.
Aren't those pretty?
I'm so glad we were able to give a glimpse of that. So we only have one, obviously, but can you imagine the impact that could have? Rebecca, that's our show.
It's a wrap?
Yeah, it's
that
a wrap.
That was so short and sweet.
Always fun.
Always fun.
30 minutes, 30 hours. I love hanging out with you on
I love
there.
hanging out with you, and thanks for joining us today.
Yes. And watch your listings, because Evine is going to have Mackenzie-Childs shows, and the sooner you order, the sooner you'll have for Christmas and Hanukkah gift giving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Don't go away.